It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Hello, neighbor. Welcome to Let's Talk. I'm your host, Will Reeser. Today, first of all, let me apologize for my singing. I know it's not that great. However, it's coming from an inspiration from one of my childhood heroes, Mr. Rogers. And this time of year, I think we need inspiration from a guy like Mr. Rogers. Uh, it's that time of year, the holiday season. Christmas is right around the corner, about a week and a half away. So it's an exciting time. It's a time of family and togetherness and being with the people you love, drinking hot cocoa. If you're in my case, some special hot cocoa. Uh, Opening presents, maybe sitting by a fire if you got a fireplace. Just an all around good time. However, it is also a time of where depression hits people a lot. People who don't have family and friends, people who might be suffering from addiction, people who might be suffering from PTSD. No matter what the demon is, and no matter what smiles you see, you don't know what's behind the eyes. You don't know what demons people are facing. So um, be thoughtful of that uh, and be kind. Um, Today, I'd like to talk to you about just doing just some small acts of kindness. Because at this time of year, especially, the last thing people need when they're already struggling with those demons is more negativity in their life. More people telling them that they're pieces of shit because they don't know what they're going through. Some people might seem like assholes, but really the fact is they might be going through a lot of stuff that you have no idea the damage that's underneath them, underneath their souls right now. So I want you to really keep that in mind. And the there's an old phrase that I'm sure that we've all heard. Your mama's probably said it. Your grandmother's probably said it. And it's simply this: if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I don't care if you say it on social media. I don't care if you say it in person. But whatever words come out of your mouth or on a keyboard, I don't know why we don't try to lift people up. Make that be your message to them, whether it's verbal or via keyboard. Make it positive. The last thing anybody needs right now is negativity in their life and more negativity brought down upon them. Um, so, with that being said, number one, smiling. Last I checked, it costs you a total of $0. And time wise, I don't think it costs you any time either because most people I think can multitask a smile plus whatever actions that they're doing. So far we got two, right? If you got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And smile. Another random act of kindness. Now you gotta get a little bit more physical, right? Holding the door open for a stranger. You going into a building, just hold the door open. I don't think you're going to be in that big of a hurry to where you have to get in that building before the guy behind you or the lady behind you. So just hold the door open, let them go through. And you know what also helps? If you smile when they go through. So now you did two acts of kindness as they're going through that door. And I guarantee you that's going to make them feel just a tad bit better. Last I checked, I've never met a person who has done a small act of kindness and thought, shit, I don't feel good about that. I don't think I've met anybody who's done that. Yeah, never met a person that did a small act of kindness and thought, fuck, well, shit, why'd I do that for? However, I have met people who just keep doing negative stuff and just negative things, negative. And people just create negative. It's like just a negative karmatic effect. I'm grumpy. I make people around me grumpy, and then all of a sudden I don't understand why everybody else around me is grumpy. Blah blah blah. Right. So let's stick on the positive side of that. Hold the door open. Smile. Right. Real simple. For your wife, gentlemen, go walk around the car. Open the car door for her. Man, I know that's considered chivalrous now. Like, I guess people don't do that as much anymore. Um, but I found that that's real makes the ladies feel really good. Um, and generally, I feel pretty good when I do it for her because I wind up getting a kiss before she gets in because she appreciates you so much. So man, that's a huge payback. I get a smile and a kiss when I open the car door for my wife. So that's a big plus. Keep that in mind, gentlemen. Another cool thing, you could, through a drive-through, let's say you're at a Starbucks, you can buy the person behind you coffee. And that tends to go a long way. Now, that seems to be one that I'm starting to see a little bit of. I actually had somebody do that for me at a Chick-fil-A one time. So I thought that was really cool. So I passed the buck, gave it to the person behind me. I don't know how many people it went through before somebody finally accepted and wasn't able to do that, but either way, it made me feel really good to know that somebody in front of me was willing to do that. So it's another lesson learned. Not only um, does that make the person feel good, but it's also contagious to do random acts of kindness. So keep that in mind. So now you're starting to slowly build into this community, right? Your community started off, it was just you, and then all of a sudden you're feeling a little bit better about yourself because you did a small act of kindness, right? Now this person was like, oh yeah, this guy did something nice for me. Maybe I need to do something nice. I'm not going to say it's that easy that's going to just turn over like that. However, it's not going to hurt. And sooner or later, it will kick into effect. So keep that in mind. I'm starting to see some growth there, right? So another thing you can do, now this is a bit more time consuming and a little bit more longevity on your end. Donate time to your community. There's plenty of things to get involved in out there. Right now, with it being the Christmas season, if you are part of a church, some churches do live nativity scenes. Get involved there. If you do go to any kind of church, sometimes they do soup kitchens. You could donate some time there. If you want to do something even outside of the holiday season, you could do something like what I did. Donate some time to the school. Sometimes they need coaches to help assist in their athletics programs. You can do that, which is really a great way to give back because those young kids are they're very easily influential. So typically, kids want that discipline of someone who cares about them and really pushing them to be great. And you could be that person there and help them grow as individuals into a good human being. So that's a great way to give back. And then typically they see that growth and then they want to give up some time as well to help, maybe possibly help. Again, just don't always work out perfectly like that. I'm making it sound a lot easier than what it is. But really, the goal is to just be a better version of yourself to try to help that around you. Okay? So, with that being said, you can also get involved in charities. Some of my favorites, I'm a big fan of St. Jude's. I think St. Jude's is awesome with what they do. I also like to donate to the Till Valhalla Project, who, by the way, is the one that made the shirt. Be kind. Again, they're talking about people who are fighting demons right now. They also do a lot for 22 a day, which is the veteran suicides. For those of you who don't know, on average, they were saying that 22 veterans a day were committing suicide. I've heard stories that number's actually gone up, but that was the original stand on it. It was 22 a day. So you can get involved in some charities like that. But at the end of the day, it's this simple, people. It does not cost anything to be a good person. Okay? It's easy. like I said, I don't think anybody has ever responded very well to a negative comment. Or a negative energy. I think it's just, yeah, I've just never seen anybody respond well to that. However, I do see people respond well to kindness and a true, genuine care for them, to help build people up. That's something you can do for your family too. This is another thing I like to do. So my wife thinks I'm crazy for this, and I'm not recommending you do it, but I like doing it. I live in a household of 5 people. Never can we agree on what we're going to eat. So I've been known a lot of times to get everybody's orders of different places that they want to go to eat at or to eat out at. And I would go to those places and buy the food and bring it home. So I think that's kind of fun. Hopefully that impacts my kids well. I've never heard them complain about that. They seem to appreciate it. They tend to help me out a lot around the house. That's another great thing too. So when you're doing all these great things, it makes people want to do good things for you as well. It's just, like I said, it's a contagious thing that we do not take advantage of. We need to take advantage of these genuine acts of kindness and keep doing it. You may not be the first one that starts it. It may have been someone else, but we should carry it on. But don't be afraid to be the first one to start it. Okay? That I think is a lot of times people's biggest problems is they're afraid to be the first one to start it. Don't be afraid. Worst case scenario is nobody responds to it. But you know what? At the end of the day, maybe you're going to feel better for at least trying it. I promise you, you'll feel better for trying. And you know what? Consider it a challenge for the next day. If you didn't get the response of other people doing good things, that don't mean you stop. Just try again tomorrow. Start with a smile. I mean, it's that easy. Start with a smile. You can wake up every morning and start your day off with a smile. You know what? Every morning, I'm pretty sure most people look at themselves in the mirror. Give yourself that first smile. I think you're worth it. I believe you're worth it. So don't think you're undeserving of that. You deserve to be happy just as much as anybody else deserves to be happy. So start the day off by smiling at yourself in the morning. You do that, I promise you, the day will start off good. How can it start off bad? So with all that being said, I don't want to get into a big long rant because I feel like I've already ranted quite a bit. Just know that this is the holiday season, and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you have the most blessed holiday. I hope that my rambling ons today might make you feel a little bit better and aspire to do something better. If not, I'm sorry that it wasn't as good of a video as I'd hoped for. I really don't like doing scripted things. I like to just tell you what I feel when I feel it and what I'm thinking. So just know that this message is genuine. I love all y'all, even the ones I don't know, even the ones that might irritate me from day to day. I love you guys. And know that if I see you, you'll probably see a smile. So with that being said, Merry Christmas. Have a safe, blessed one. And good night.